Welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, the National League Divisional Series preview. Unfortunately, I get to not very slow internet, so it's hard for me to do longer videos, so I figured I'll break the American League down, break the National League down. I'd like to share with my viewers out there one thing about Robert Sports Show. You don't see behind the camera. Robert Sports Show is always filmed in front of a live studio audience. Well, the audience includes my 6-year-old Golden Doodle. That's it, he's the audience. He's been there for almost every video. He's made a couple of videos. There's a notable NFL video from a few years ago when Mike Vick was playing for Pittsburgh. He was starting for Big Ben, and I'm doing the video right before I get to that game. Finley gets up out of the camera and walks away. Yeah, he doesn't like Michael Vick. I don't know why he doesn't like Mike Vick, but he doesn't. But hey. But yeah, I wanted to share that he's always sitting on the floor by me for every video. Alright, we had the Chicago Cubs, the NL Central Division champs, 92-70, versus the NL East Division champs, the Washington Nationals at 97-65. Alright, these two teams have played 7 regular season games. Washington won 4 games to 3. In Chicago, Washington was 2-1, and Washington they split 2-2. Head-to-head, on batting average, OPS, or on-base percentage, slug, OPS, stolen base percentage, at-bats per home run, was kind of the numbers I'm going off. Washington's 266, 255 on the batting average. On the on-base percentage, Chicago 338 to 332, slug 449 for Washington, 437 for Chicago. OPS 782 for Washington, 775 for Cubbies. Stolen base percentage 78.26 for Washington, 66.67 for Chicago. I think part of that is Chicago's in the NL Central. The NL Central has St. Louis Cardinals, and they've got Yadier Molina, one of the best catchers in baseball. So I think that hurt the Cubs. Stolen base percentage. At-bats per home run, Washington 25.8, Cubbies 24.6. Pitching side, which, as we've seen so far in the first 3 games of the playoffs, especially our 4 games we've had now, the 2 wild card games, holy cow! Starting pitchers were going out of the second inning. Pitching and defense is what wins championships. You got to be able to catch the ball and pitch the ball. I mean, if you're throwing, cutters right down the middle of the plate and they're launching them, you ain't gonna win. Chicago, ERA, batting average against, OPS, on base percentage against, slug, OPS against, WHIP are kind of the more sabermetric type numbers we're looking at now. ERA is kind of an old number. I mean, there's other stuff from more of the sabermetric type stuff, which I got away from baseball, so I'm more casual now. I'm trying to get back into it a little bit, and some of this newer sabermetric stuff, it's like, what is that number? So, ERA 388 for Washington, 395 for Chicago. Batting average against, 238 for Cubs, 239 for the Nationals. Pretty close. On base, 308, 315, Washington. Slug, 398 for Cubs, 396 for Washington. OPS 713 for Chicago, 703 for Washington. WHIP 124 to 128. Washington 124. Fielding pretty close, 984 to 985. Pitching, defense, and even on the offensive side, we wait for the 3-run home run now. Steal some bases, people. As we all seen 2 years ago, in 2015, Kansas City Royals, they used speed. Speed puts pressure on the defense, which causes the defenses to mess up. Why don't we go back to old school where we're stealing bases, we're trying to, we're running, first to third, we're doing all this more, old school now baseball stuff. Game 1 starters, Kyle Hendricks, Steven Strasburg. All the numbers point to Washington. Washington's a better team on paper. I think the Cubs are young, hungry. I think winning the World Series last year, breaking the 108-year streak or whatever it was, are pushing them to. I mean, there's time this year they were below 500. We didn't think they were going to playoffs. Here they are, 92-70, winners in the NL Central. I'm picking Chicago to win this. They're I don't have a dog in a fight. My 3 favorite teams are Atlanta Braves, Kansas City Royals, and St. Louis Cardinals. So I don't have a dog in a fight this year. I do have as a baseball person, kind of say historian, but more the 90s and early 2000s when I really followed baseball a lot, 80s, 90s, 2000s, of what I liked then, team-wise, to now, besides my 3 faves. So I got Chicago winning that. Next, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks, 93 and 69, the wild card winner, versus the NL West champs, the Los Angeles Dodgers, 104 and 58. Average 249 to 254, Arizona. OPS on base percentage 334 to 329, LA. Slug 445, 437, Arizona. OPS 774, 771, Arizona. At bats per home run 24.3 for Dodge, and the Diamondbacks 25-1. Stolen base percentage 77.4 for Arizona, 73.3 for LA. So you can see these two teams like to run a little bit, and they're successful at it. Pitching ERA 338, LA 366, the Diamondbacks. Batting average against 228 for LA, 240 for Arizona. On base 290 to 309, LA. Slug 380 to 398, LA. OPS 671 to 707, which is awesome. LA. Whip 115, LA 127, Arizona. Fielding 985 for LA, and the worst fielding team in the playoffs, Arizona Diamondbacks at 982. Regular season head-to-head, Arizona 11 games to 8, 19 games overall. In LA, they tied 5-5. In Arizona, Arizona was 6-3. Game 1 starters, Tijuana Walker for the Diamondbacks versus Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. I mean, it's Clayton Kershaw. He's one of the best pitchers in baseball. He makes $1 million a start in regular season. He's not playing the Cardinals, so he should do well. Cardinals are his kryptonite in the playoffs. It's like every time he goes against the Cardinals, it's like, he's just a mere mortal. He's not Clayton Kershaw. He faints everybody else. He's Clayton Kershaw. My pick here is, as we see on paper, the Dodgers are a better team. Arizona, I think, will be hung over a little bit from that wild card game where they had to just fight tooth and nail to win. And now, some say it's going to be a hindrance, but I think based on the American League game, Yankees lost. I know a few years ago, Kansas City, they won in 2014, they won the wild card playing game, and they went on to lose the World Series, but they made the World Series. So my picks here are the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. My NL pennant winner is, I'm picking the Chicago Cubbies, back-to-back World Series. I'm thinking Cubs and Houston World Series, which is going to be interesting because they used to be Central Division rivals in the NL. So, but yeah, that will wrap up the NL Divisional Playoff Preview. Stay tuned to our Sports Show for the AL and NL LCS preview along with the World Series. Check out the NCAA Week 6, NFL Week 5, NASCAR Bank of America 500 from Charlotte preview, the NASCAR Round 2 of the Chase preview, or playoff preview, Hell in a Cell WWE preview, along with all the other videos on Robert Sports Show. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports town content.